Hey guys, so I'm starting to think this shirt really just makes me look frumpy and I can't get to a comfy spot. So if I move around or I'm doing shit that makes the camera look janky as shit, I'm sorry. This seems like a good place. Anyway, for those of you who are on my Facebook, you're already aware of my little clean out on my friends list. Now, how many of you have people that you have met maybe once or twice via internet, but or via a date or via people that you've met and you thought, oh, this person's really cool, like, and then suddenly the conversation is dead. And you're on Facebook, you got them on Facebook, you see the life in and out, yet they don't have the time or the energy to talk to you about what's going on, so you're finding out via their feed and shit. I mean, conversation these days is really bad. It lacks, and though I put my shit out on the line, and I do air my dirty laundry sometimes, and I do vent, but that's my therapy. Facebook, unfortunately, guys, I use as therapy. I air out thoughts. They don't mean anything. They don't affect any. They shouldn't affect anyone or offend anyone. I generally don't mean to offend people, and I don't mean to upset anyone. But if it does, as a wise person told me, if you said something and it's upset someone or offended someone, it's because it's hit a nerve. And generally, most times, it has. They have seen some truth in it and they're angry. And because they're angry, they think you're in the wrong for saying so. Everybody has a right to express their opinions. And just because nobody wants to hear them, that doesn't stop you from expressing them, right? And that's what Facebook has become. But I just want to stay in contact with those who I care about, for those who want to know about my life and care about my life and what I have to say, and care about my opinions and stuff like that. And those who don't watch my YouTube videos, but are on my Facebook, you're already aware of this. So, for those who are on my YouTube but not on my Facebook, or just generally stumbled upon this random ass video and this random ass girl, internet is a hard, vicious, nasty, fun experience that everybody has at some point in their lives. I mean, not all of people have the internet. Not everybody's as well off as I or you or someone, your neighbour or whoever. There's going to be one or two people that don't have a smartphone, that don't have a computer, and they're lucky. Why? Because they're not exposed the shit that comes with having the responsibility of having the internet. It is a responsibility, and it is something you have to take in consideration when you're putting yourself out there. Is that once it's out there, you can delete a profile, you can delete a comment, but someone has already seen it within about 5 seconds of posting that. Someone has already, at least 2 or 3 people have read what you have said, and then you're going to offend at least 1 in 5 friends for saying it. I've quit dating apps because the internet is not built for building connections, meeting people. It's a dangerous way of doing things, and not that I've met dangerous people, but I have met a few fucking stupid, awkward, and irritating people. Like, I met a guy, all fine, not really a problem, but he spoke and shouted like I was across the room from him. That, to me, because of my anxiety, is embarrassing. Because I felt like everyone was looking at me because he was shouting like I was across the room. Or I was deaf, and I'm not deaf. I sound like I'm deaf. I talk like I'm deaf, and I listen to people like I'm deaf because I ain't listening. And I've started to come to a conclusion about the internet. You can have friends on the internet. You can make friends on the internet. But you can't trust those people ever. You can't go around saying that they're something of importance in your life. You don't even know what they do on a day-to-day basis. They only tell you what you want to see. You don't see the shit that goes on behind that computer screen on the other side. You don't know what really goes on in their mind. They don't tell you what they're thinking. They tell you what they want you to know they're thinking. They show the bits that they want you to see. And this is what pisses me off about people who say that they're an adoring fan of a vlogger because they feel like they can relate to this person in somewhat way. Yes, I relate to Zoella a lot in the basics of knowing her anxiety, knowing that she's socially angst in certain situations, but she's making the effort to become more comfortable. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to better my life, and going by social anxiety, I don't cope well with people being all confrontational or opinionated about things that they don't need to be opinionated about. I say what I want to say because it's easier than letting it sit in my mind and keeping me up all night. I have insomnia when I can't say what I want to say. I have to release it somehow. Writing it on paper doesn't seem satisfactory. So I do have a blog, but that blog, I'm not sharing it with anyone. It's just a few random bits. No one's going to ever know about that. I've quit the internet. Not entirely, but I've quit trying to make connections, trying to fall in love, trying to make friends. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, because the old-fashioned way works. Because, well, I don't know, a wise old man, Steve Harvey, said that there's nothing wrong with the old-fashioned ways, because it worked. It's consistent. Meet people in real life, not over the internet. I mean, yes, like people like Chris Sanders, Mr. Crispins, Sincere B, Knock Knock. I love you guys, but as you probably could understand, the friendships that we share and the dynamics of our friendship are completely different to the dynamics of your friendship in real life with people, and how you share your information with people, how you talk with people. Some people you can just instantly share your life to, and some people you have to be more reserved. You can't trust these people. And overall, I think that we all should take care of our life, what's in front of us, and we should take care of what's going on not behind the computer screen. Let's take a moment and not be on our mobiles all the time, scrolling, constantly checking emails, stuff like that. Have technology free hour of your day, or half an hour. I spend at least 20 minutes at work not looking at my phone. It's hard. I want to know what's going on, but I've noticed a change in my anxiety levels when I don't check my phone, when I don't check for bad news or good news or whatever news may be on that, or just crappy crap, just things I don't need to know about right now. So, internet, you're an awesome tool to have, but you hurt people. You've caused people to commit suicide, and I I think that it's the people that's controlling the internet is at fault. And we all should take due care and respect to those who we speak to because we don't know them. Have fun, be safe, and stay internet savvy. Ciao!